Hey, what's up everybody? This is Comic Flipper here from Collectors Club Comics. Welcome to the club, and as always, I am here with the one, the only, Buddy Nature.
How you guys doing?
Today, ask them how they are one more time, buddy. I don't think they heard you.
How you guys doing?
Woo! Alright, today we have a very great episode because it's one of my favorite subjects.
Probably your favorite video game, right?
Definitely my most favorite video game of all time, and today that is Metal Gear Solid. All of them.
Ooh,
and
powerful.
They just celebrated their
31st?
Yes, their 31st anniversary. Now, today we're going to talk a little bit about everything about Metal Gear. So, let's get started right now.
Alright, so I myself have only played snippets of Metal Gear, and I've enjoyed what I've played. But you are what they call a fanatic about this shit.
Definitely, I would say so.
Yeah,
I would say so.
Yeah.
Now,
what game to you is the greatest Metal Gear game?
you see, it's a little hard to answer that because with that said, like, you got Snake Eater. I mean, you got, of course, number one Metal Gear Solid. I'm not including the ones for the Nintendo.
Of course not.
But Snake Eater is probably one of the best ones. It's one of my favorites. Has the best music score. Has just some of the best drama, the best storytelling.
And in the line, which is that number 3?
That's number 3.
That's number 3.
Snake
Yeah,
Eater
he always talks about number 3 being the best one.
Well, see, the thing with the Metal Gear series is that it goes from the past to the future to, you know,
It jumps around a little bit.
It jumps around,
yeah.
which is something I think is pretty cool.
It's
I like
pretty
it a
good.
lot.
It's a neat little facet of storytelling.
It is. But I would say Snake Eater is my favorite. But when it comes to gameplay itself, nothing's gonna beat Phantom Pain.
Phantom Pain
Yeah.
5 came out, what, a year or two ago?
It's been about 2. I thought it's been like 3 years. 2
Man,
years, something like
time
that.
flies after you get out of high school, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
no, and you know, all the abuse I put my mind through with this bad boy
Oh,
here,
man.
I forget things. That's why you see me on the show all the time. I'm like, I think it was this day that it happened. You know, just stupid stuff.
yeah.
So basically, street drugs were a big draw in Minnesota. And Prince knew it. Prince knew that.
So, Phantom Pain for gameplay, but...
As a matter of fact,
yeah, sure.
I brought some stuff along for you guys to check out.
Hey, that's not beer in the cooler, man. What the heck?
Not today, but I thought I'd start off with this Phantom Pain that I have right here. And actually,
Nice.
I got it signed, if you see, by Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh,
I got to
man.
meet the one and only Venom Snake.
I remember when you went to, where was it, like a...
It was a concert for Kiefer Sutherland and his band.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I remember you sending me pictures of that shit.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is one of my most prized possessions. Got it signed.
Yeah.
Got pictures of it on the Instagram. So if you guys want to go check it out, get a closer look, it's right there on Comic Flipper.
At Comic Flipper every time.
And then, you know, we got some of the basic stuff. I got the Ground Zeroes that came out before it. You know, nothing special. It was cool though. I dig it.
Yeah.
I
Was that the
really,
one where
really dig
that chick had a bomb inside of her?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was pop.
And at the end, it goes over to it shows Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
What was he like? Flying? He was flying, or is he?
There's a mission where you have to go and pick him up and help him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's there in the helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And then one of my favorite figures that I got from the Metal Gear series would be the Play Arts Kai Punished or Venom Snake, whichever you want to call him. This thing is awesome.
That's
I
a
mean,
beaut, yeah.
These are the standard figures from the Todd McFarlane figure, the McFarlane Toys line, and you know, clearly this is way bigger.
Yeah. You got
Also, the price is way bigger.
way bigger.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, I got a lot of Metal Gear 1 figures
Yeah.
right here, but this one right here is probably, like I said, when it comes to quality, the 5th one, which is Phantom Pain, is one of the best ones.
And it's
out
the most
there.
recent. I mean, what they've been doing with video games lately is mind blowing.
Oh, it
You know,
is.
think about it. Speaking on that, this guy, Phantom Menace, Psycho Mantis, is the most memorable villain that I've played or that I've beaten in a.
Well, you attempted.
I attempted, I tried, but look at this guy. He is just a fucking freak.
And the mask comes off.
The
as
mask,
well.
yeah, the mask does come off.
We got to play that mask
Yeah.
off. Mask off, you know?
Fucking mask off. Yeah. He's a telekinetic psychic, and he just tripped me out with the way you beat him in the game.
Of
I thought it
course.
was cool. You actually have to unplug your controller and put it to the next port to
You
get control of
gotta
your body
outsmart
again.
him.
Yeah, you have to outsmart him. He'll say what games you've been playing on your
Yeah,
save
because
card.
he reads
Dude,
your
it's-
memory card and
Dude,
all
it's
that
so
stuff.
crazy. That to me was like a crazy, like a next level type thing. Especially back in the day, next level.
Well,
type
that's the thing about Hideo Kojima, man. He's always been the pioneer of when it comes to doing something new, something edgy, something that the other gamers, game developers don't do.
Mm-hmm.
Hideo Kojima is the guy to definitely put those first.
As it, remember PT when it came out? I mean,
PT
dude,
is
that
scary.
scared the shit out of me.
It's very scary.
Dude, me, our buddy Skews, we were both afraid to play that shit.
It is very scary.
Yeah, it
and, it's unfortunate that they canceled that.
I know, right?
You know,
Silent
but-
Hills would have been
Konami's a bunch of fucking
ligmas.
yeah. So, Psycho Mantis, the one that he's talking about,
Yeah.
it was actually featured in Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah.
But then there's always crazy callbacks because they keep having callbacks all the way up until Metal Gear Solid 4, which is when they actually wrap up the whole entire series and saga with the snakes. Especially Solid Snake. Yeah, they wrap up his storyline. He's old, you figure out the whole big boss plot line that all just resolves in number 4.
Yeah.
Which is cool though because they came back out with number 5. And so it's like you thought it was over, but
And it goes
wasn't.
back to the 80s. Yeah,
Right.
I remember you telling me it was 80s and it had like that good music.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
speaking of, 80s we're talking about, but speaking of Snake Eater earlier, like we were saying,
Yeah.
here's my copy of Snake Eater. And you were with me at the Comic Con, right? When I got these signed.
I don't think I was at that one. I remember. Oh no, Volga. Yeah.
When I met Neil Ross.
Yeah, I was there. I
Yeah.
was there for that. I thought you were talking about Phil Lamar.
You were there that day too,
I
no?
wasn't there at Phil
Oh,
Lamar.
okay.
I would have lost my shit if I saw Phil Lamar. Because he does a character named Rick, and that shit had me rolling every time on Mad TV, dude. That shit was funny.
Yeah, Phil Lamar is cool.
Yeah.
But on this one, I actually got to meet Volgan, the guy who does the voice for Volgan, Neil Ross. He's a very cool, very down-to-earth dude. I was glad I got to stand there for about like 15-20 minutes and actually talk to him.
Nice.
He liked my Hunter S. Thompson cosplay so
yeah.
much he wanted a picture with me so he can send it to one of his family members because they all were into that. So that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool, man.
Um,
So I loved Psycho Mantis as a villain. Who really stood out to you as a villain in Metal Gear?
I'd have to say Revolver Ocelot.
Dude.
Because Ocelot, not only spoiler alert, right? But Ocelot really, he's a villain, but the more you play the rest of the game, the rest of the saga, you'll find out that he's actually a good guy. He's very deep undercover for like the CIA and the KGB. He infiltrated the KGB and he's in the Patriots and all that stuff. He's very deep. It kind of in the end, I think that in the end that Ocelot is the reason why Snake was able to
Succeed at his mission.
yeah, to pretty much every time, every Snake, that Solid Snake and his father Big Boss, they couldn't have done it without him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ocelot, so it's cool because he goes from this, and then even in the up till the end, when you're playing him in the fourth one, he's, half Liquid Snake and half Ocelot, and he's still a bad guy. But like, when you find out really what he's about, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
That like, yeah, just like the boss too. But that's, I don't want to give away too much information because I just want to let you guys know how much I like it, what I got. You guys really got to play it for yourself so you understand like why I'm so all about this.
Yeah. And he's so deep into it. He has the original the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah, the Nintendo Entertainment System came out, I believe in 87 if
No,
I'm not
80,
correct?
83 or 85. One of those two. Yeah.
85.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google this shit. Actually, Metal Gear wasn't released until July 13th, 1987.
Then that must be the date of the Nintendo on the back.
The licensing.
The
and all that
licensing for
stuff.
Nintendo,
That's
the
where they
Nintendo
got the
Entertainment
patent,
System.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 87 is when it came out, and I was lucky enough to pass by it in a GameStop one day, and it became mine. It
You
was
couldn't
like,
help yourself,
It was
right?
like $4.99. So
Yeah.
really.
Okay. So that game is very bad. Right?
As far as gameplay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible. But I mean, if anything, it's probably worse would be Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker.
For PSP.
It came out for the original PSP,
Yeah.
and it fucking sucks because you got to control the camera angle and the character all with the left hand.
All on the same side of the controller.
In the first boss fight, you're sitting there fighting a tank and you're trying to run and do the camera angle with the left
Yeah.
hand. Like, it just sucks. I gave up after the first boss fight. Watch the rest on YouTube. This game sucks. Sorry Hideo, sorry Metal Gear, but this one sucked.
I actually played VR missions back in the day with my cousin. It was fun because you got to play as the ninja.
You gotta unlock so many missions and you get to play as Frank Yeager, aka Cyborg Ninja.
Dude, and he would just slit people's throats, and it was the best.
Did you ever play Metal Gear Rising?
Metal Gear Rising, I did. I liked that game. I didn't beat it because I just lost time for playing video games.
Yeah.
But you could hack up pretty much everything in the game, and that was so much fun. You were actually playing as Raiden. I don't know where he falls in the story, but he is.
Raiden came out in Metal Gear Solid 2, which, speaking of Metal Gear Solid 2, I have my copy right here, and it is signed by none other than Vamp himself, Phil Lamar. Now, if you guys don't know who Phil Lamar is, I feel sorry for you and your childhood.
And your mom.
Them too.
Yeah.
But, if you do know who he is, and you know he's a phenomenal voice actor, probably one of the best out there.
Yeah, he's been on Family Guy.
No, he's Osmosis Jones. He has a spot in Pulp Fiction. He's from Mad TV.
Yeah.
Very good actor too. I mean, this guy does voices, characters, everything he does, phenomenal.
Yeah, can't hate it, man.
And I was lucky enough to meet him and get my Metal Gear signed by him.
Well, that's all the games. Okay, so that begs the question: best protagonist, Solid Snake, or Big Boss?
Well, we're definitely not going to put Raiden up on there.
No, he doesn't even know. No, he's fun to play as, but he's definitely kind of a whiny little bitch.
Okay, I'm gonna break. I can't really choose, but I'm gonna break this down for you. Like, okay, Solid Snake. He doesn't have as much emotion. Big Boss, I think, is as far as a character and the way that they, how would you say, developed the character.
Yeah.
100% Big Boss. He's more human. He has more human thoughts, more human feelings, stuff like that. Snake is more like. Because you're meant to believe that he was made in a test tube. Like he's this test
he's
tube,
a
clone, so he doesn't have the thoughts of a normal person. He's a soldier. Now, Boss is 100% a real dude, a real man.
Yeah.
His name is Jack. And so,
Spoiler alert.
I'd say Big Boss. Big Boss is a lot cooler. He's a lot more interesting, but at the same time, I can't pick because then Solid Snake is just so badass. So it's like, it's a tie for me.
Okay.
It really is. I can tell you who I don't like.
Huh.
Huey Emmerich.
Who's Huey Emmerich?
Huey Emmerich is the father of Otacon, who is Hal Emmerich, and he's a little traitor, and he's in Metal Gear 5, and he's just the biggest bitch ever.
Okay.
I don't like him.
And I probably won't either.
I don't know who I don't like more, Konami or Huey. I'd probably have to say Konami.
Konami for just fucking over Hideo.
But yeah, is there anything else?
You know what, man? That's about as far as I go with that. As far as, knowing stuff about it.
All right. Well,
gameplay and all that.
now if I don't know if anyone's anything else Metal Gear, or we just cut this part out right here. I'm trying to think of something else. All right, and there's one thing that I want to go to so bad that's coming up. It's not coming up till October, I believe. It's Metal Gear Live.
That's was it the Philharmonic doing all of the Metal Gear music?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's basically all the original score music from Metal Gear Solid. They're going to be playing it live in concert while showing off some montages on the big screen. It's going to be out in LA. I do not know the exact date, but it is coming up at the end of this year, and I want to go. So we should probably check that out.
Yeah, man, for sure.
So with that said, that's my Metal Gear collection. I'll let you know a little bit about what I think about Metal Gear. Actually, there's probably one more little surprise I can bring in the end.
Oh yeah! I forgot what show this is. All right.
Now, I kind of forgot about this, so don't hang me quite yet. But Metal Gear Solid also has a comic book series out. I'm sure most of you who are diehard Metal Gear fans know about it. I didn't know about it for a minute. And so once I started seeing them at the Comic Cons and all that stuff that I was going to, I just started buying them up. You know, we got some Metal Gear Sons of Liberty right there. Got
Nice.
Snake and Raiden. Shalashaska, aka Revolver Ocelot. There might be some glare, so I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm sorry if you can't. We got Metal Gear Rex right there with Solid Snake. We got the Shaman Vulcan Raven.
Nice.
And then this is my favorite one right here. This is the very first issue, Metal Gear Solid #1, and it had a Solid Snake and the railgun of Metal Gear Rex on it.
Very nice.
One of my favorite ones, and I'd like to get these signed as well too.
That would be cool. You think you'll ever meet Hideo?
I hope so.
You know he's a clone, right?
Oh, I know he's a clone.
Yeah.
And I am so excited for Death Stranding to be coming out.
Yeah.
Death Stranding is one of those things that is on my, like, I'm surprised I haven't pre-ordered it like I did the Woo edition of WWE 2K19, which is coming out soon. Get your copy.
The Death Stranding does look ridiculous. And it looks original, which is kind of rare nowadays. You get a bunch of,
It's something new, and that's why I was going back to saying that Hideo Kojima is definitely a pioneer in his own game. Like, he has so many things, and when it comes to the technology and details and stuff like that, the man is definitely on his game.
He is.
I think it seems like he talks to actual personnel, military personnel, to get some of this information and stuff like that.
It's because he was made in the government lab, bro. He just knows.
Oh, yeah, back to him being a clone.
He's a clone, bro.
How do you think he got the idea for Metal Gear 5?
How do you think PT was so scary? He has
Clone.
clone nightmares.
Clone Nightmares.
Clone nightmares are the scariest shit.
How do you know? So now that we got all of that out of the way, it's time for another special announcement from Collectors Club Comics. And today, actually, we're introducing a brand new member. And his name is Andre, aka Caveman. Why don't you come on aboard?
Hey man,
What's up, bro? Welcome to the club.
thank you.
How are you?
Pretty good, and you?
I'm doing very well. Now, it's to my understanding that you just started collecting.
Yeah, I like the violent, gory stuff most, but yeah.
Oh wow, so he likes that dark stuff. So with that said, since he is a brand new collector, it's perfect for our brand new segment that we have called Back to the Basics. Now, why don't you hold my beer for a second?
Fuck this hair come from? And this jacket? What
My beer.
the hell? Hey, why are these different? Why are the corners... What's up with the corners?
Well, that's why we're here today. This is Back to the Basics, and we're here to explain the difference between a direct edition and a newsstand edition. Which, the newsstand edition, which is this one over here, it tends to have a barcode on it. And that means that it's not handled as well as the direct edition because the direct edition.
Wait, the barcode means that it's not handled as well?
Yeah, and the direct edition means that it's sent straight to the fucking comic book stores, and so it's handled a lot better than these ones with the barcode. So, like, yeah, that's Back to the Basics, and
Hey guys, this is Caveman from Collectors Club Comics. Welcome to the club. Today, we have a special announcement. The winner of our very first contest giveaway is Cynthia Jones, 1991.
and you'll be getting your package as soon as we can get it out. So that concludes this episode of Collectors Club Comics, and as always, I'm Comic Flipper, and I'm here with the one, the only, Buddy Nature. And we are here today with our newest member, Caveman. Guys, This is Collectors Club Comics. Welcome to the club.
Is that a good segment, Matt?